What's going on, everybody? Vash back here with another video, and this is going to be a quick one. I really want to do a really cool print over the holiday, and I thought, what would be a great print to do to show the size of this thing? And this would be it. This is a Deadpool bust by Eastman. If you're not familiar with him, does a ton of different busts, a lot of superhero, some video game, a lot of fantasy stuff, and then he has his own kind of custom characters. But I'll definitely link to him below. I'll link to this file. But yeah, check it out. Now, this bust that I printed is scaled up 175%. I did kind of the maximum that I could. I probably could have gone a little bit more. I remember I tried 180 and it said it was just slightly too big, so I went to 175. This print took 4 days, and as you can tell, the reason why is because of all the filament switching. It switched back and forth between red, white, black, and brown to really kind of get the full scope and color of it. Now, there is a file up that already exists, but I wanted to paint this myself, so I went through and I painted it on the Creality print software. And as you can see, the playing card, made sure that that was detailed, the icon on his chest, and also the grenade in the pockets. Wanted to make sure they had like a contrast and they were just like flat colors. So I wanted you to really see that. But yeah, it came out really good. Not perfect, and I will show you guys that in a second, but I'm going to show you guys the size and scale between 100% and 175. So just hold on one second. All right, guys, so check it out. 100% scale, 175. And this thing is massive. The one thing I did have to do, though, because I really wanted to save on material, normally I print at 15%. That's kind of average. It's default for most slicers. I cut it down to 10. It was just going to use way too much filament. I even used more than one roll of black. Slightly more, but it almost used olive red. I mean, thankfully there wasn't a lot of white and a ton of brown, but it used a significant amount of both. But, I mean, just look at the difference in size, guys. Check this out. Man, it's pretty crazy. And I have to tell you, this is really the main reason why I got this printer. I wanted to be able to make large-scale, multicolored prints. And I gotta tell you, there's a few things I have in mind. Magneto is one of them. I plan on making a Magneto helmet in full color. But this was really kind of like the first test run, and a daunting first test run, but I think it came out pretty good. Now, the detail on it is pretty good. It's not perfect, and I will point that out to you guys in a second. But overall, I'm really enjoying it. So let me show you guys some of the imperfections. Okay, guys, so I don't know if you guys can quite see. Let me see if I can turn it a little bit. There is a bit of a shift, not a shift, but almost a skip right there around the collarbone. Not sure what happened there, but overall it recovered really well. I think maybe printing this at like a higher detail, but that would have just added way more time. But just as the shift as it goes up in the pockets, it's not really a skip, but just overall, man, it still looks good. It still looks good. I'm not upset about it, but let me show you something. Now, Eastman designed these to be print in place and require no supports, but I gotta tell you, it needed it. It definitely needed it in certain spots. As you can see here, right there on the back piece, right there as well. And then under the arms, it needed a little bit more cooling. So that's my mistake. Right there as well. Overall, not terrible, but it, like, again, not perfect. But I mean, I gotta tell you, man, it looks really good. It looks really, really good. But yeah, I really want to show you guys this. I am gonna make a later video, really kind of chronicling like the quality of this printer, like an overall review, because I really got to put it through its paces. I'm gonna show you guys all of the all of the filament, all of the purge filament, because it purges a ton of filament. And for anybody who's interested in multi-color printing, who's not gotten into it, doesn't already know, buyer beware. There is a lot of purging. So that happened with this guy on each layer, except for like the very bottom where it was just all black. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys this. I will include the time lapse of this at the end, and I'll probably upload it as a short, but I want you guys to take a look and see that, because I want you to just see the overall quality of this. It came out really, really good, with the exception of a few things, but I'm happy with it otherwise. This also gives me a little bit to note certain things require support in some areas where, you know, you're told you don't need it. You know, maybe, you know, maybe double check. But I am happy with this, and this is going to be a nice centerpiece in my place, I gotta tell you. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll check you guys later. Peace.